once you've gotten through stick control, and so 1 level control and then 2 level control, the accents and the rebounds exercise, then it's time to think about playing shapes and phrases. This is a concept that comes from Buster Bailey's book, Wrist Twisters, which is an outstanding book. I would encourage you to check that out. And Buster Bailey's concept is that he wants you to try to connect your voice, your singing voice, to percussion, and makes the point that, you know, it's our humanness that's part of musicianship. That's what makes great musicianship, is tapping into that. In our case, as percussionists, we're separated from our instrument in a way. We have these implements out here that sometimes can disconnect us from that human feeling of breathing and singing, and that's really where a lot of great musicianship develops from. So the concept is to connect those two ideas together and work on playing shapes and playing phrases. Not to mention the fact that most music moves up and down. It's not very flat, okay, unless you're playing something that is meant to be very flat. Most music has ups and downs, phrases. You're never going to play something that's just totally flat. So this is kind of breaking this down into the most elemental. So the first concept, again, as I mentioned, was the singing part of it and connecting that to the playing. So I'm going to work you through this, demonstrate through this first exercise. Turn my metronome on here. And the first exercise is just playing 4 notes, forte to piano, with an accent on the first note. And so I would encourage you to try singing that. So sing it with a neutral syllable like da. Okay, that's how I'll demonstrate it. So what I want is the first one to be the loudest, the fourth one to be the softest, and then it switches hands. So I'll try singing that for you. Da 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 da. So hopefully, if I'm successful then in singing it, I've got a nice shape there that goes loud to soft, and then I try to connect that to my playing. Da 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 da. Now, inevitably, when students start doing this, they realize how much tension they have in their hands because they're used to playing this kind of exercise or that kind of thing. And this really draws more on that original zeroed out stroke, except we're using the back fingers to control that natural decay of the stick, of the rebound, excuse me. So what you want is to try to get each stroke to get successively softer. So that's the first exercise. Then skipping down a bit to exercise number 5, now we've got a group. We've got a phrase. Instead of just a single gesture, now we're trying to connect 2 beats under the same phrase. So in this case, you have 2 choices. You could either accent the first one a little bit more or accent the second one a little bit more. So I'll try accenting the second one a little bit more, and let me see if I can sing that one. Something like that. Now, by the way, you could make a much bigger shape out of that if you want. You could practice it all soft, going from like piano to mezzo piano or something like that. Or you could play a much bigger shape. The fun is being creative with these exercises and practicing playing phrases. It really abstracts that concept out, but it's a really great thing to work on. If you want to go deeper with this practice, I would recommend the Buster Bailey book, Wrist Twisters, which will occupy you for many, many years. It's a very difficult book to master. And so that concludes kind of the 3 control elements. 1 level control, which is stick control. 2 level control, accents and rebounds, and shape and phrase control. The next videos that I'll show you will be working on rolls. I have a number of really good roll exercises to get your rolls in shape. Those work better on a snare drum, but you can certainly do them on a pad. And then we'll work on an ornament exercise for the 4-stroke rough, which is one of those rudiments that is just all through the repertoire. So that's a really good one to have under your belt and be working on a daily basis. Stay tuned, keep practicing, and everybody stay well and stay safe out there.